Welcome back. Today we see the multivibrators and stable, monostable, bistable multivibrators. What is multivibrator? A multivibrator is a electronic circuit, which multi means many and vibrator means oscillator. You know what is oscillations? A metal bob is tied with a rope and it is allowed to oscillate. So the oscillation starts from here and goes there and comes again here. It is known as one oscillation. It is known as a simple oscillatory motion. The body moves back and forth repeatedly about its mean position, then it is said to be oscillatory motion. Thus, the circuit which produces the oscillations, that is, the oscillates at the number of frequencies called multivibrator. The multivibrator operates in nonlinear region of transfer characteristics of a transistor. So, what is transistor? A transistor is an active semiconductor device. It is a bipolar device used to amplify the electric signals. The bipolar means it conducts by holes and electrons. It uses both holes and electrons for its operation. The bipolar transistor has three terminals: emitter, base, and collector. The emitter and base always be connected with forward bias. The collector is always be connected in the reverse bias. What is forward bias? If the p-type material is connected with positive terminal of the battery and the n-type material is connected negative terminal of the battery, this type of bias is known as forward bias. What is reverse bias? A p-type material is fed with a negative potential and the n-type material is fed with positive potential. This type of biasing is known as reverse bias. This transistor is classified into two types. One is NPN transistor, another is PNP transistor. The transistor is made up of a semiconductor material. First, for example, in NPN transistor, it is a N-type semiconductor material in which the electrons are majority carriers. And then a p-type layer, p-type semiconductor layer is doped. It has positive holes as a majority carriers, and the collector is made up of n-type material with larger region. So the emitter is connected here, the base is connected here, and collector is connected here for NPN type of transistor. The electronic or the circuit symbol for the transistor is shown here. It is for NPN transistor and it is for the PNP transistor. The transistor characteristic circuit is as follows. It consists of NPN transistor. The emitter of the NPN transistor is grounded. The base is given forward bias using the base biasing voltage source VBB. This voltage is controlled using the rheostat RH1. The voltage applied between the base and emitter is measured using the voltmeter VBE, and the current passing to the base is measured using the microammeter. It is noted as IB. So it is forward bias. The positive terminal is connected to the voltmeter and then ammeter and then to base. The output, the collector The collector is always be connected in the reverse bias. It is connected by the voltage source, that is collector voltage biasing source VCC, and the voltage applied to collector and emitter is adjusted using this rheostat, and the voltage between collector and emitter is measured using VCE, and the current applied to the connector is measured using IC. To study the transfer characteristics, initially the voltage of VCC is kept constant. The voltage applied between the base and emitter is adjusted, and the base current is noted for every VBE, and it is tabulated. For output transfer characteristics, the base current IB is fixed. The voltage applied between collector and emitter is varied, and its corresponding collector current is tabulated. Now, we can draw the graph between collector emitter voltage and the collector current for different constant base currents. So we get the graph like this. Here, this area is known as saturation region. This area is known as active region. This area is known as cutoff region. The same way, a graph is drawn between the input voltage and output voltage. Here we get the graph like this. Here it is a cutoff region, it is an active region, and it is the saturation region. In multivibrator circuit, the transistor acts as a non-linear device. It works in cutoff and saturation region. Here, the cutoff region and the saturation region, which gives a non-sinusoidal output. That is nothing but a square wave. So the multivibrator gives the square wave. The same way, the oscillator circuit, the oscillator is constructed using the transistor. It acts as a linear device. It works in an active region of transfer characteristics of a transistor. So the oscillator produces the sine wave. Okay. The multivibrator circuit oscillates between the low and high voltage, a high state and low state, producing a continuous output. The low is taken as a 0 voltage and high is taken as a high or 1 volt. For example, 1 volt. So, low, when the low, the power is off, when the high, the output power is on. A multivibrator generates non-sinusoidal waveforms, that is square wave, rectangular wave, triangular waves, sawtooth wave, and ramp waves. We will see the basics of the multivibrator. The following diagram shows the basic configuration of multivibrator. The multivibrator mainly consists of two amplifiers. The amplifier is constructed using the transistor. Here one transistor, here also another transistor. The transistor, in some of the multivibrator, the transistor is giving the trigger voltage. What is that is trigger voltage? The external DC voltage applied to the amplifiers using the DC battery. Okay. What is coupling network? The coupling network is connecting this amplifier and the second amplifier and another remaining circuit. So it uses the resistor and capacitor to connect the amplifiers. So we will measure the output here, and it is the output of the second amplifier. It is the output of the first amplifier. Here, the operation of this circuit is controlled by two conditions, on and off circuit. It performs the oscillations that is the output voltage of the amplifier transfers from 0 volt, again 1 volt, again 0 volt, again 1 volt, again 0 volt, again 1 volt, thereby generating a continuous output. See here, first it is low, 0, next high, again low, again high, again low, again high. So it goes on continuous. So some types of multivibrators like unstable generally have a 50% of cycle time of output is high here, and remaining 50% of cycle time of the output is low. It is a 50% low, another 50% is high. Now we see the types of multivibrators. There are various types of multivibrators are there. The various types of coupling networks are basically categorized by the type of coupling network that is employed in the circuit of vibrator. They follows. There are three types. One is unstable multivibrator. Second one is monostable multivibrator. Third one is bistable multivibrator. What is unstable multivibrator? It is one type of multivibrator. It's also called as free-running multivibrator because here the state changes on its own after some predetermined time interval. So it need not require any external triggering pulses to transform the states. So it changes its state on off on its own. So here the output of the circuit simply oscillates between high and low state freely, just like an oscillator. So it doesn't need any external voltage, external triggering voltage. It spontaneously produces a continuous square wave. Okay. The coupling of network employed in the stable multivibrator helps of a coupling capacitor provides an AC coupling to the amplifier. A phase shift of 180 degrees provided by each amplifier. So every amplifier shifts the input signal phase into 180 degrees. Here we have used two amplifiers. The first amplifier shifts us 180 degree and the another amplifier shifts us again 180 degree. So we get the total phase shift is 360 or 0. Hence, we are providing the positive feedback. The circuit has no stable state, and the two states are merely temporary ones, is termed as quasi-state. The temporary state is known as quasi-state. So a continuous output is generated by performing successive transmission from one state to another after a fixed time duration. It is noted that the time duration of the switching between one quasi-state to that is temporary state to the another temporary state depends on the time constant. The time constant is decided by the capacitor and the resistor we used in the circuit. Next we see the monostable multivibrator. As its name itself is indicating that it has a single state, the monostable, single stable state. So another state is quasi-state, temporary state. So here out of the two coupling networks, so the multivibrator uses coupling networks. It has two types. One is AC coupling network, another is DC coupling network. It one provides the AC coupling. What is AC coupling? The AC coupling consists of a capacitor. It filters out the DC signal component from the signal with both AC and DC components. The signal generally consists of both DC and AC components. This in AC coupling, the capacitor filters the DC signal and allows the AC only. And the other provides a DC coupling. What is DC coupling? The DC coupling is transfer the electrical energy, that is from the battery, by means of physical contact, that is by using the connecting wires through the inductor and capacitor. It allows both AC and DC signals to pass through this connection. So, thus it providing one stable state, that is a stable monostable multivibrator provides one stable and one temporary state. The figure shows the basis of the monostable multivibrator. The trigger is T1, external triggering voltage is applied to the monostable multivibrator, and one state is stable state and the another state is temporary quasi state. So it is shown there. Okay. It is unlike a stable multivibrator, a triggering pulse is required to transition from one stable state to quasi state. So, okay. After a certain time period decided by the time constant decided by the resistor and capacitor used in the circuit comes back to the initial state, that is the stable state, without the need of external signal. Bistable multivibrator. A bistable multivibrator has two stable states. Here, two different trigger pulses required in order to have a transition from one stable state to another stable state. Only DC coupling is provided by coupling a networks, and hence the energy storing element is not required for this bistable multivibrator. The following diagram shows the configuration of a bistable multivibrator. It requires two triggering pulses here, T1 and T2, to keep the two stable states. Here, there are two stable states present in the output. When the trigger pulse is first applied, the transistor in the amplifier circuit gets cut off, thus showing an off stable state. However, another triggering pulse is, the second triggering pulse is applied, the transistor again starts its conduction. Thereby, it changes its state from one state to another state. As the overall operation depends on the two external triggers, these circuits are also termed as flip-flops or trigger circuits. The flip-flops is a basic memory element which used to store two bits, either 1 high voltage or 0 low voltage. That is called as bits. 1 or 0 is known as bit. So the flip-flop is used to store two bits. For this purpose of counting and storing binary elements, the bistable multivibrator is used for storing digital binary high or low voltages. What are the applications of multivibrators? Stable multivibrators used in delay circuits and timing circuits and in transmission and reception of radio signals. Monostable multivibrators are majorly used in analog systems in order to control the frequency of the signal at the output. These are also used for regenerating a destroyed pulse signals. Bistable multivibrators are used as a frequency divider, counters, latches, and memory storage units. From this, we have seen the multivibrator generates non-sinusoidal waves like rectangular, square, triangular waveforms in its output. At the same time, it has the ability to store binary informations and synchronizing multiple operations of the digital systems. Okay, students, watch this video and try to answer this question. What is multivibrator? What are the principle of multivibrator? What are the different types of multivibrator? How multivibrators work? And explain the different types of multivibrators. You do your homework, that is, you write the question and answer in your notebook and scan it and send it to me. After receiving your printouts, scanned copies, it is easy me to put the internal marks for each and every video classes. Thank you.